Wildlife on Call. Today, talking to you a little bit about how to help your child with shots and vaccines. And so 'tis the season for flu shots, and they're not going to stop now, even in the middle of a pandemic. So getting prepared to help your kiddo with shots ahead of time can be really helpful. So let's talk about getting shots. Nobody likes it, but there are things we can do to help our kids cope with what's happening. The most important thing is to be honest. So I've been in situations before where kids have come into the hospital not knowing what's going to happen. Their parent has told them they were on their way to McDonald's and then actually they were there for surgery. It doesn't really work out well. It develops a sense of mistrust between not only the child and the parent, but the child and the healthcare provider. And so kids are going to be working with healthcare providers their whole life. So we want to start with consistent, honest information. So be honest. Depending on the child's age, you may want to give them, a day or two's notice. Hey, on Thursday, we've got a doctor's appointment. They're going to do a flu shot. So I just want to get you prepared for that. Or maybe it's a younger preschool or school-aged kiddo and you want to give them about an hour to a half hour advance notice, or even work through them ahead of time. With those younger kids, I love the idea of medical play and role rehearsal and role reversal. There's a really great Daniel Tiger episode where he goes to get a shot with his dad and then it shows some other kiddos going to get it. I recommend watching that if you have a toddler or preschool age kiddo who has to go get a shot. But also just, you don't even have to make it a play thing, but you can show them, we're going to walk into the doctor's office. You're going to sit on a table. The doctor's going to clean it with some alcohol wipe that feels cold and wet, and then you'll get the shot. The shot lasts about 3 or 4 seconds and may feel like a warm tingling sensation, and then it's done and over. We know it's over when the Band-Aid goes on it, and then you get to stand up. So you walk them through the sequence of events with your preparation. You let them know the things that they're going to be feeling, the things that are going to be happening to them, those sensory experiences, so that they can start to mentally prepare for it. Another thing you want to do is get them prepared for how they're going to handle it. So it's hard to know how you're going to handle something if you're not having a list of things in your mind that you're able to do. So small choices. Do you want to sit on mom or dad's lap while we do this? Do you want to hold mom or dad's hand? Do you want me to hold up the iPhone and you can watch a show? Or do you want to watch the whole thing while it's happening? Because that's an okay choice too. But it's just starting to get them thinking about what their coping skills are going to be and how they're going to be able to handle it. So another thing I really like is giving them some productive things to do prior to. So you can bring in a little ice pack ahead of time and talk about numbing your skin and how when you numb your skin ahead of time. Buzzy the Bee is something you can look up and also is a great resource for kiddos as they have to get shots and helps with dealing with needle pain. There are also some over-the-counter topical numbing agents. And so if your kid is super anxious and has lots of shots all the time and you know that works for you, you could talk with your doctor about looking into something like that. So I'd love to hear what you do to help your kids cope with getting shots, but putting these little things into practice, giving honest information, talking about distraction, and giving the sequence of events through some preparation is going to be really helpful.